what you can do. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Casey saw all the games, knew the players by their first names, told the umpire he was wrong all along, good and strong. When the score was just 2-2, Casey knew what to do, just to cheer up the boys she knew. She made the gang sing this song. Take me out to the ball game, take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
So it's not the best option, but it just is what it is.
How do the guys quickly just forget this one?
Yeah, man, it is what it is, but
so it's not the best option, but it just is what it is.
They had who they wanted. Yeah, man, it is what it is, but
so it's not the best option, but it just is what it is.
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
O-R-I-O-L-E-S. Magic, 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 magic. Orioles magic, Phillies magic, magic.
Greetings, folks, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where tonight the Baltimore Orioles will be playing Game 3 of a 4-game series against the Seattle Mariners at Oriole Park at Camden Yards. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal, the BirdWatcher here. People call me BW for short, and that works for me. Folks, the Orioles have lost 4 straight in a fashion so abysmal, you would swear it was scripted, designed to hurt you as much as humanly possible. Mentally, physically, emotionally, and whateverly. I'd like to stop this little losing streak we're on. I'd like to stop it, folks. Apparently, the Orioles are something like 4 for 41 over their last 41 at-bats with runners in scoring position. We went 1 for 10 last night. We left 10 men on base. We have a reason to be upset with the umpires, particularly on Sunday in Toronto. More reason last night, but last night it was more a combination of that and our inability to get the big hit. It's frustrating, obviously. What can you say? The team seemed to have found a positive direction, seemed to have a nice team approach to the offense. But some things I noticed last night were when we just needed certain things to get executed to get that run home, we came up 1 run short. We couldn't get it done. Along with that, we've got a manager that apparently never wants to get tossed. We've got lineups that make no sense. And we've got a network that won't even show you 3 innings of the damn ball game last night. I had dreams of Tom Davis jumping over a fence in order to fall asleep last night, I guess. I don't know. But the lineup tonight, I saw it, and all I could do was just laugh. At 5 o'clock in the morning over here, all I could do is just laugh as I see Tyler O'Neill, not only in the lineup against a right-handed pitcher, but in the lineup against a right-handed pitcher as a DH. Designated is the D. Have we forgotten what the H part of that those initials mean? Hitter. It's to designate someone to hit. Typically, you look at who isn't playing in the field and you go, well, who's our best bat available besides the 8 guys on the field? Let's go with Tyler O'Neill. Makes sense. I mean, he's hitting all of what, like a $135 or something? Has actually gotten worse this month or this past 4 weeks or whatever than he was the first part of the season. First part of the season, he was hitting a cool $165. Now he's been hitting like 120 over the past couple of weeks or so. I mean, what are we doing? Adley Rutschman not in the lineup again for a 3rd straight night. We found out after the game last night, after seeing him not in the lineup for a 2nd straight game, the reason. Hamstring tightness, left or right leg, I don't know. I don't care. I don't remember. But they have not put him on the DL. Apparently he was doing some sort of stretching routine at the ballpark before the game, but had to cut it short because of the weather. But Adley is not in the lineup. Sammy Basayo, who apparently has a boner in his wrist or something. That's a terrible place to get a boner. Sammy, apparently good enough to come in at the end of a ball game, but not good enough to play a full game right now. It's going to be Sam Huff in the lineup again. He's going to need a day off soon. Just, what are we doing? What are we doing? I'll tell you what we're doing, folks, and that is tonight we get to 5,000 subscribers. Hell or high water, I don't care. I'm streaming until we get there. So if it doesn't say 5,000 on this screen by the final pitch, I'm just going to keep talking. Or just sit here and play Uno on my Facebook page or something. Whatever. I'm not going anywhere. I need something to celebrate, particularly a personal accomplishment, if I can't depend on the team for one. 5,000 subscribers has been a long time coming, and we can get there tonight. We're in the teens. Folks, I urge you, if you have a second account, just go ahead and use it to sign up with. You don't ever have to log back into that thing. But get that second account that you use as a backup to log into this or that. Get in here and subscribe with that thing. Get on back here as your normal self, and we'll call it even, all right? This is the night to do it. I'm not going anywhere. All right, let's talk about the pitching matchup and the starting lineups. Again, for the Mariners on the mound, it's right-hander George Kirby. Maybe Tyler O'Neill's faced Kirby in the past and has gone like 3 for 7 off of him or something. Otherwise, I don't know. But Kirby comes in with a record of 5-5, a 4.04 ERA, and a whip of a $1.28, $1.28 on the whip. 79 innings pitched. He's given up 82 hits, struck out 64 while walking only 18. He's given up 7 home run balls. Brandon Young is on the mound for the Orioles, and he seems to be our best bet to stop a losing streak. Brandon Young has only started 1 game for us this year where we lost. He has a record of 4-1, a 3.47 ERA, and a 1.34 whip. That is best in all departments on this pitching staff. 49 in the 3rd innings, 49 hits, 37 strikeouts to 17 walks. He's given up 6 home run balls. The starting lineups for the visiting Mariners, leading off and playing shortstop, Cole Young. Julio Rodriguez will bat second and play center field. Josh Naylor at first base will bat third. The cleanup hitter, Randy Arozarena in left field. Luke Raley will bat fifth and play right field. Dominic Canzone is the DH hitting sixth. Mitch Garver will do the catching and bat seventh. In the 8th spot, playing in his first game this season for a major league team, Miles Mastrobuoni. Let's have some fun with that name tonight. Mastrobuoni. Ah, boy, I've got a couple of jokes already lined up. Patrick Wisdom is the third baseman. He's batting ninth. Mastrobuoni, by the way, at second base, if I forgot to say. Here's the Orioles lineup. Leading off in left field is Taylor Ward. Gunnar Henderson will bat second and play shortstop. Pete Alonso at first base hitting third. Colton Cowser, the cleanup hitter again, in center field. Leody Taveras will play in right field tonight and bat fifth. Jackson Holliday hitting sixth at second base. Tyler O'Neill DHing and batting seventh. 18 hits this season. That's about one a week. Blaze Alexander is at third base hitting eighth, and Sam Huff is going to do the catching for the third straight game. He'll bat ninth. What else is going on? Let's check in with Rock Kabatko and his Twitter page to see what news and notes there might be. Well, 11 minutes ago, we have an update regarding Ryan Helsley, our closer. Helsley is scheduled to begin his rehab assignment with AAA Norfolk tomorrow. Tomorrow. His rehab's tomorrow. I would assume we wait 1 week. Yeah, I think maybe when we hit the road, we still have 2 more games against Seattle and then a 3-game series against San Diego over the weekend. Perhaps Helsley will be ready to join us on our next road trip if he gets in 2 to 3 appearances on this rehab assignment, which I think with the amount of time he's been out, that should be about right. 2 or 3 appearances over the course of a week, maybe 6 days, something like that. Per the transactions page, catcher Chadwick Tromp. I had no idea we had Chadwick Tromp back in the Oriole farm. I thought he had gone. We had him. We brought him up last year with that carousel of catchers, all those injuries. I thought I remember he getting DFA'd and picked up by the Braves. Perhaps the Braves dumped him and we got him back. I don't know. That's the first time I've seen Chadwick Tromp's name since last year, but he's in AAA Norfolk, in case that was of interest to you. Here's the note on Adley. He was going through his workout outside when it started to rain, moved it indoors, testing the left hamstring. Don't know availability at this point. That was 2 hours ago. Obviously, his availability is at least not available to start. Will we see him pinch hit tonight? That would be good. That would give us some hope that it's not going to last much longer than tonight, but we'll have to wait and see. Meanwhile, major star Cal Riley is still out for the Mariners, and as is Brendan Donovan. But the Mariners have been playing good baseball recently, even before they arrived here. They are in first place in the American League West right now by 3 games. They're 4 games over at 36 and 32. The Orioles, meanwhile, had gotten back to 2 games under 500 at 31 and 33, and then dropped 4 straight to make us 31 and 37, 10.5 games behind Tampa, who've got 40 wins on the season now. And we are just... Let's see, we're 2 games behind Toronto now and 3 games ahead of Boston. Boston already losing earlier today and having been swept by the Rays in Tampa this week. So the Yankees already won today as well, an 8-4 final over the Guardians. So not too much to do in terms of monitoring the scoreboard tonight. Just the Blue Jays, the only other division opponent playing while we're playing. They've got the Phillies, and they'll be coming up in about half an hour. Folks, game time temperature today, 74 degrees. I have yet to see the Masson broadcast. I'm staring at something that says event about to start. I'm on MLB TV, apparently. why they couldn't give me MLB TV last night and give me Masson instead. Apparently, the broadcast was not interrupted if you were watching on MLB TV. But now I've got MLB TV, and I'm sitting here wondering, when are they going to cut to the ball game? We are now half past the hour. First pitch is supposed to be 5 minutes away. Typically, this is when the game cuts on. So right now, I'm in a bit of a holding pattern, a little bit worried about where the game is. There could be a slight delay to the start because of the rain. They took the tarp off the field about 20 minutes ago. All right, they just cut to something. Some sort of... it's the Mariners broadcast. Okay. Folks, we're going to have baseball. How you doing, Charm City chat? How the heck are you? Once again, we have a goal here on the channel tonight. 5,000 subscribers. We must get there. We must succeed. Folks, I'm watching the Mariners broadcast team for this one, and considering how things have gone lately, maybe this will be some sort of help to our efforts tonight. I don't know. Just, we need to do something different. Even if we lose tonight, just let it be in a way that doesn't crush my soul, you know? Maybe we get down and then we don't threaten to come back and come up just short, or have a play at the plate that the ump calls us out and the replay shows that we got it in there and they still don't overturn it or something. Like, you know, be nice to me, please. Baseball gods, please be nice. Right, where are we? Oh, just to remind you folks to please, if you're watching along, do that nightly task of getting synced up with me. The odds are, if you're watching while listening to me call the game, you're going to be ahead of me without doing something. So what you want to do is just pause the game you're watching right after the first pitch and wait. Wait a moment. Wait a couple of moments. Wait however long it takes for me to call that pitch. If it's put in play, let it play itself out and then pause, and I'll call the entire play. If it is put into play on the first pitch, but you get what I mean. As soon as that first pitch, whatever the outcome is over with, pause, let me catch up and call that first pitch, and then you unpause, and now you're synced up with me and everybody else for the remainder of the ball game. You just got to wait for that first pitch, okay? I should make an effort to bring this up once or twice, once the game has gotten underway for people that show up later, but I never remember to do it. Hey, mods, if you can ever remember to just put it in a note, maybe once every 3 innings, just a couple of times a night, maybe in the 3rd and 6th inning or something. Just a reminder about, if you're watching along with us, please sync up and pause your game. I don't know how to, if you can figure out a way to explain it in one comment, if there's enough characters, that would be a nice message to throw out there on occasion, okay? Because I can't seem to remember to ever do it. Home plate umpire tonight is Mike Muklinski. Just want to know who I might have an issue with later. That's who it would be. Mike Muklinski. All right. We should be only a minute or two away from first pitch. I'm a little worried that I'm going to be farther behind than usual tonight because, gosh darn it, they're still showing me a commercial break. 4 minutes past. Yep, we just hit 35 past the hour. Let's go. I'm ready. Charm City chat, how are you guys doing? Let's say hello while we got a minute. Am I going to have like the lowest turnout ever on the night that I'm like trying to push for the 5,000 subs? That would be the case. That would be how it goes. Hey, Slater is here. Joel, Froggy, Chawa, Anita, Gary, Alan. George, and is that it? Rob, Moz Sticks, and Thomas Brock, Brian Mitch, Kurt Montgomery, The Major, Daniel Barry, Michael Flaherty, Mac Wilder, Coach Sterling, Frank W. Play-by-play with JJ says he's ready to see 5K. Well, JJ, send some people over here and tell them they got to sub up, because I'm telling you, man, I'm probably going to need your help if it's going to happen tonight, dude. Lately, it's been rather unpredictable. The Orioles have lost 4 in a row. There might be a lot of Oriole fans just fed up and not wanting to tune in tonight. But damn it, I need something to celebrate. I need a personal victory. So, again, I'm asking everybody to please do whatever it is you can to make it happen. One extra account, your backup account, for whatever reason you might use to log into something or whatever. Go in there and sub up with it. And I don't care if it doesn't actually, add more actual people. I just want to hit a number. I'm a superficial kind of guy. Brandon Young is on the mound right now taking his warm-up tosses. We need Brandon Young to continue to be the one dependable starter in this rotation. Keep us in the ball game. JJ's got me. All right. Folks, are you ready for Orioles baseball? Let's go over here. Cole Young will be stepping up to the plate here in a moment. And looking at the ballpark right now, not a whole lot of people here. Maybe a lot of people put off by the weather, but right now the sky looks non-threatening. More blue than gray or white in the sky. So that entire patch of rain seems to have passed us by. We are ready for baseball, folks. Cole Young is stepping into the box right now. So if you are ahead of me, you probably have already seen the first pitch, and you should be paused waiting for me to announce it. Let's see if it works. Brandon Young is ready. Cole Young is ready. The first pitch is on the outside edge for a strike, and we are underway. Young versus Young. Folks, I was young once. Oh, you got to be kidding me. After one pitch? After one pitch, my screen went black? I don't think it's Masson this time, but he got to be kidding me. Pitch 2? Pitch 2? All right, I'll worry about the TV later. I'll go back to my laptop. We're doing just fine. And on pitch 2, we're already doing this again. And we got the first out already on pitch 2, apparently. Cole Young has just been retired on a ground out to Jackson Holiday. Folks, one away here in the top of the first. And it is now Julio Rodriguez's turn. Stand by. We might have to do that sync-up exercise again as I refresh this game. Consider it like a fire drill. Oh, I'm sweating over here. Hot. I got to turn up the... I'm going to turn up the AC. Here's a comebacker that Young has trouble with. He gets the ball to first still anyway and gets the out. So a comebacker, Young fumbling the baseball momentarily, but just enough time to still get Rodriguez. 2 away for Josh Naylor. And the first pitch to him is bottom of the zone, but called a ball. Looked like it hit the bottom of the zone. Oh, I'm sweating. I'm going to have to turn up the AC. There's a strike. 1-1 the count on Naylor. Naylor hitting .261. left-handed hitting power hitter who's already got a grand slam in this series. 1-1, hit hard, but right to Holiday on one bounce. And he will throw out Naylor easily to end the inning. Brandon Young, 3 up, 3 down to start the night. We go to the bottom of the first. It's the Mariners nothing and the Orioles are coming up. Folks, let me step away for just a moment so I can make my surroundings a little more comfortable. Okay? Appreciate it.
This is great iced tea.
He met a strange friend in the Chesapeake Bay when Mondi the monster.
Folks, the closer we can, or the sooner I should say, we can get to 49.90 on that sub count, then the more realistic our chances of getting to 5,000 tonight. So let's do what we can to try to get that odometer to roll over. It only needs to roll over twice, and we're already partly there to roll over once. So just a handful of subscribers gets us to 49.90, and I got a feeling once we get to that number, it might, inspire a few people that were hesitant before to get on in here. I've seen it happen. I've seen people get close to a milestone, and then once they're close to it, like JJ when he hit 10,000 a month ago, he got like 50 subs like in 2 minutes. Once it got up there close. Now JJ has double the audience I do, but I'm not looking for his numbers. I don't need 50. I need less than that. So let's see, folks. George Kirby's on the mound. Taylor Ward is at the plate. The first pitch in the bottom of the first hits the outside edge for a strike. Ward up there batting .260 with 3 homers and 20 runs batted in. Oh, 1 pitch is taken for a second strike. A sinker at 98. George Kirby has good stuff, as does most of the arms in this Mariner rotation. Might be the best rotation top to bottom in the league, if I'm being honest. The numbers might not support it right now, but you got Brian Wu, you got, Bryce Miller? Is he still in the mix? You got Logan Gilbert, George Kirby. Here's a ground ball to first base. Naylor will field, flip to Kirby, and Ward is retired. 1 away in the bottom of the first. All right, I'm looking at my monitor right now. Why does my skin look yellow? I look like I have jaundice or something. Can we take it back over here? Oh, I'm off camera. Yeah. What's with this yellowish jaundice look? Is it the light playing a trick? I don't know. Here's Gunnar Henderson. First pitch to him is up and in for ball 1. I tell you what, folks, these 4 losses, Gunnar has had a lot of opportunities to do damage with runners on base, and I'll be damned if he hasn't done anything in just about all of those situations. I do remember a sac fly in there somewhere, but that's about it. No big hit from Gunnar. Lots of opportunities to come up clutch lately, and he's not helped us out in that department. The 2-0 pitch, he takes a swing, and he gets a foul tip. 2-1 to Gunnar, who's batting .220 right now. There's Adley. Does not look like he's going to be available tonight in any capacity. Does not have his jersey on. 2-1 pitches upstairs. 3-1 to Gunner, folks. 3-1 to Mr. Henderson.
His name's Gunner, and he's dating my mom.
Gunner flies one toward left and slicing into the crowd. It's still 3-2. Yeah, I'm like a greenish yellow. It is like a greenish yellow color and is very weird looking. What's the deal? What's the deal with my skin color? Full count. 1 out, nobody on. The payoff pitch is fouled back. All right, this is supposed to be what I hit once the sun comes up. You know what? That looks better now anyway. We'll just stick with this. I look slightly more alive. No, I'm not going to sing Pearl Jam's Alive just because I said the word. Stop asking. That guy, by the way, seems to have gone away. Once I sing... That's a walk to Gunnar Henderson.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
I'm just realizing there was a game where I was singing Alive by Pearl Jam, and I sang like a good chunk of the song, except like the second verse. And there was a guy that was like basically browbeating me to like sing that verse. Like he would just show up and leave one comment. Hey, sing the second verse to Alive. That's all he would ever bring up. And then I finally got around to doing it, and I haven't seen him since. That is so weird. Pete Alonso takes a strike, folks. Alonso at the plate. He's 3 for 5 off a Kirby lifetime, and one of those 3 hits was a home run. Yeah, maybe he's just taking my voice to make some sort of AI track. I don't know. 1-1 on Alonso. Gunner at first, 1 out. The pitch right in there. Middle of the plate, just a little below the middle of the zone. Very hittable location. Alonso did not swing. It's 1-2. The pitch, swing and a miss. And the Polar Bear strikes out. 2 down. A scout for Columbia Records. Okay. I should know what label Pearl Jam was on, because they had that giant beef with the label, right? And also with Ticketmaster. Pearl Jam was really into going against the music industry, which I have a lot of respect for. Pitch inside to Colton Cowser, folks. There's a man dressed up like a milkman. He's got the classic 50s uniform with the hat and some prison tattoos on both arms. It's a good look. Colton Cowser. Cowser hitting .231 at the moment. The 1-0 is top of the zone, called strike. Cowser is trying to get himself back to his play of his rookie season, and we've seen a lot of positive things from him lately. Mainly the ball, when he makes contact, just seems to be jumping off the bat. I mean, he does have the home runs here in the past week or so, a couple of them, a couple of real clutch ones. But he's also just missed a couple of others. Just missing a couple of warning track balls. This pitch is fouled away. It is 2-2 to the Milkman. This seems to be quite behind. Where are we over here? There we go. Now it looks like I'm going back to looking yellowish again. Cowser pops up to left. Arozarena, a few steps to his right, makes the catch, and the inning is over. The Orioles get one on, and they leave him. We go to the second inning, no score in Baltimore. Folks, we left 10 men on base, basically on average, for the last 4 games, and have basically averaged going 1 for 10 with runners in scoring position over these last 4 games. Please let that trend stop. Thank you. I can see Dr. Delay is on right now. He's got 157 people watching along. JJ's got 59 people in the room. His game, I don't think, has even started yet. Yeah, it's still the pregame show. But we got 130 people here right now. Folks, what do you say? There's a break in the action. You've got a minute or two. You could use just a couple of seconds of that free time to just scroll slightly below the bottom of your screen and tap that thumbs up. Like count is only at 56. We can get it to 100. Yes, we can. Garrett Family Aquatics just said, I just got you 4 subs. Well, I'm going to bring up the live count, the true live count on another page here, and see if we're closer to 4990. See if you're telling me the truth. We are at 4988. We are 12 away from 5,000. 12! That is a 1-syllable number. It's a pittance. It's a pittance. I can sit down and eat 12 donuts in one sitting. 12. Can I get a birthday shout out? You bet your ass you can. Happy birthday, Braden Kerwin. Happy birthday. Now, call up a few of your buddies and tell them to subscribe. Here's Randy Arozarena. He's got a strike. Randy's batting .299 with 7 homers and 33 RBI. Hello, Walter. Ground ball straight to Gunner on a couple of bounces. Arozarena's gone. 1 away. Happy birthday. What can I do? Man, this is bothering me now. Why do I have to look like a zombie corpse? All right, now I look like I'm radioactive. Is there a happy medium somewhere? Like right now it looks fine, but then it just morphs into this yellowish green hue. I don't know what it is. It just morphs. Maybe I've got the substance in me. Luke Raley is at the plate. He's got strike 1 on him. Raley hitting .253, left-handed batter. Fouls back the next pitch. It's quickly 0-2. Adley has left hamstring tightness. Walter, he's not yet been put on the injured list. He did work out pregame today, but he's still unavailable tonight. At least to start. Here's a ground ball to Holiday. Routine play here. Raley retired. 2 down in the second. Brandon Young is retired the first 5 batters he's faced. Brandon Young going right back to work here today. Folks, let's get that odometer to roll over, hun. We just need 2 subscribers out there to join in. Dominic Canzone looks at a curveball for a strike. Canzone, 278 with 8 homers, 25 driven in. Line drive, base hit up the middle. And a 2-out knock for the Mariners. That is their first base runner of the ball game. Hopefully, nothing to worry about. Work around the 2-out single here. Huh. That's interesting. I might pop up the audio feed for that. I'm seeing Masson having posted 8 minutes ago a 6-minute video. I guess it was from the pregame show of Rock Kabatko sitting down to apparently talk about Adley's hamstring issue and Sammy Basayo's playing time. I'd love to hear what he's got to say about that. Mitch Garver is at the plate. The first pitch missed, and the 1-0 is a strike on the inside edge. Garver is hitting just 193, but he does have a home run in this series. That was last night, I believe. Pitch low, 1-1 on Garver. Yeah, it should have been last night with the lefty Rogers starting, but even with the righty starting tonight, Garver is catching. But again, you got Cal Riley out. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2 on Garver. I might pop up the audio for this between innings, see what they got to say. It's too long of a clip to hear in one commercial break, but maybe we'll break it up. 2-2 pitch to Garver is in the dirt. Young slipped on that pitch and is now kicking the dirt around in front of the rubber there. Understandable with the rain in the area earlier today, but you never want to see a pitcher slip. All kinds of bad things can happen. Payoff pitch, ball 4, low and in. And now back-to-back base runners here for Seattle after 2 were down. I worry about that first pitch after the slip. It was not close, and it resulted in ball 4. So let's pay close attention to this batter and see if Young can get back to being effective here. Get out of this little jam he's put himself in. First pitch strike to Mastrobuoni. What a mouthful that is. Oh, it's Master Boney. You just don't. It's a silent U. Okay. Master Boney sounds even more ridiculous. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Master Boney should be the name of an adult film star. One is a splitter. Swung on and missed. It's a ball and 2 strikes. My Buoni. Hoo! 1-2 is up and away. 2-2 on Mastroboni. I like a phony Maroni. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 out. The pitch called strike 3, a splitter hitting the knees on the outside corner. See you later, Master Boney.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Folks, I'm going to keep bringing it up. Subscribe. Let's hear what Rock Kabatko has to say.
Rock, we've seen it before recently with the Baltimore Orioles, especially with good hitting catchers. But how long do you think they're going to carry 3 catchers on the roster, on the active roster?
First of all, I was embarrassed when he said tarps off. I took my shirt off over here. I thought we were going to be like, and then I had to quickly put it back on.
That's not good for anybody.
Well, there was a lot of speculation in spring training about would they go with 3 catchers, and I kept saying, no, you weren't going to break camp with them. And Mike Elias confirmed that when I talked to him later, but there was a chance it could happen at some point this season. Now with Sam Huff here, the question is how long do you go with 3? And Craig Albanese was asked about that recently, and like at Rob Long's house on Thanksgiving, everything's on the table. So it could be a short term, it could be a long term, but right now they've got 3, and Albanese says we're at all.
We only have 3 because something's wrong with Adley, and Sammy can't stop moaning about every little hangnail he gets. We're worried about catcher injuries. That's why he's up. It's not because it makes the most sense for the roster. So let's get past all that and tell us what's up with Adley and everything else. Come on, man.
Our best version of ourselves when we have Adley Rutschman and Samuel Basallo in the same lineup when healthy. And having a third catcher kind of is like a safety valve. It removes that risk of having to lose the DH.
Safety valve shouldn't be starting 3 straight games. That's not a safety valve. That's now your starting catcher. Explain better, Rock.
Emergency catcher. I'd probably be Blaze Alexander. So for now, it is Sam Huff. He had his contract selected Saturday when Samuel Basallo was dealing with some discomfort in the right abdomen. And all right,
I'm pausing. Thank you for nothing so far, Rock. As Taveras fouls the first pitch back, it's 0-1 on Leote.
Come on, let's dance.
Can't get a straight answer out of anybody. Leote lays a bunt down. It's a decent one. He will get to first because the ball goes wide. I think Kirby might have had him if the throw didn't go wide. It wasn't a perfect bunt. It was right in that gray area of the pitcher needed to pick it up, make an accurate throw, and he probably gets some, but couldn't waste any time. But Kirby's throw was wild. Actually, no, it wasn't. Josh Naylor, that ball was thrown right to his mitt, like waist high. He didn't have to stretch or anything, and he just did not corral that baseball. That should be an E3. That should absolutely be an E3. Naylor is screwed up there. First pitch to Jackson Holliday's fouled away, and Taveras took off on that pitch. I'm sorry, it was a... hold on, let me get back here. Holliday at the plate. Taveras at first. There is no error charged. How? Swing and a miss. 0-2 on Holliday. I mean, believe me, I'm happy for Taveras to get credit for a hit. Helps his average out and makes us look like a better offense when you make it a hit instead of an error. But how was that a hit? 0-2 pitch to Jackson Holliday, just missed up and in, and I mean just missed. That robot ump says it's out or it's inside by about 1/20th of an inch. The 1-2 to Holliday, Taveras at first, nobody out. Swing and a miss. Taveras is running. Throw down is on the money. It's a strike him out, throw him out. Good grief. Taveras pointing toward the dugout, asking for us to challenge, and we're not going to.
Big buck, stop it all.
Thoughts, bird watchers? 2 down, bases empty for Tyler O'Neill. That's a shame because we could have had a chance to see what he could have done with men on base. There's a strike, 1-1 on O'Neill. Folks, Tyler O'Neill DHing tonight against a righty, which means he's going to hit 2 homers tonight because none of it makes any sense. This ball's hit to right center field. That ball's traveling. That ball's going to get down for extra bases. And if we don't let Taveras try and steal, he's scoring on this double. So it's a 2-out double for O'Neill. He does the opposite what you would expect. The runner out on the base paths now hurts even more. 2-out double for O'Neill. Splash it up.
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
Can we still do something in the inning? It's Blaze Alexander's turn. And he you got to tap. Come on, that's swept off the plate. Called a strike. We don't challenge. Blaze is hitting 284. Next pitch. Fouled off. With runners in scoring position this season, Blaze is hitting very well. 333. He's got 15 RBI. Hitting with a runner in scoring position. But he's down 0-2 on the count and pops this one behind the plate foul. Still 0-2. Yeah, folks, do try to curb the four-letter words, even if you're trying to find a way to work around it. Until let me kind of be the guy to set those wheels in motion. Here's a ball hitting the center field, but it hangs up there for Rodriguez. He makes the catch, and the inning is over. The Orioles find a new way to not score. A new way to not score. A strike him out, throw him out, double play. And right after that, a double that led to nothing. One man left. We go to the third inning. No score in Baltimore. So, yeah, just, Oh, you're fine, Thomas. You're fine. Because, look, I'll be honest. When it comes to the rules about cursing here, they're kind of flexible. There's no real hard, fast rule. I do think occasional casual cursing is okay. Maybe try to leave the big bombs, like the F-bombs, out, Because, look, I do it. I'd be a hypocrite if I said nobody else can curse, because I do it. But if I ever get into a mood when we're watching a game where I'm going off, then, yeah, you join me. Usually I'll let you know. I'll be like, hey, folks, if you got some venom you need to spit out right now, now's the time. And we have what used to be called the earmuff eighth inning. That would be for a game that was going terribly, and we try to let ourselves wait until the eighth inning to see if we can turn things around. But if we're like down by 6 runs or more in an eighth inning and we're mad, I want to give the chat a chance to sound off, say whatever it is, get all those Tourette's words out of your system. Maybe we'll have another earmuff eighth inning here soon. We haven't done that in a while. I like the idea of it. A dedicated inning to just saying as much despicable stuff as you possibly can. Folks. Hey, is it another bring your dog to the park night? Or is that just somebody's date? Folks, Patrick Wisdom takes a strike. We're underway in the top of the third inning. Next pitch fouled away, 0-2 on Wisdom. He's batting just a $135. Of these 6 outs Young has recorded so far, 5 have been on the ground, 1 strikeout. Up and into Wisdom, 1 ball, 2 strikes. I get no respect at all. Joel has never said the F-bomb in his life. Not even like when you step on a Lego in the middle of the night. Swing and a miss. Down goes Wisdom.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
What's the deal, Joel? You saving it for a rainy day? I tell you this, curse words, they don't have much impact when you use them all the time. I do try to only use them when it feels like the best way to go. But, you know, I don't think I have a verbal crutch with the swear words. But you guys mainly know me for 3 hours a day calling a baseball game. And baseball can be an environment where cursing on occasion is just a lot more normal and standard and typical than, you know, your other average activity. There's more spitting in baseball. There's more chewing tobacco. There's more ball scratching. Here's a ball hit hard in the right. It'll get down for a base hit. A 1-out single by Cole Young. Mariners have a runner at first. And here comes Julio Rodriguez. Tavares' handling of that ball hit his way did not look too good. I'm honestly curious as to why the Orioles feel they're a better lineup with Cowser in center and Tavares in right versus the other way around. Tavares I've only seen play in center field in his playing days before us and with us until recently. They had Cowser couple of days ago in center, Tavares in right. I think they should reverse that. It's 0-2 on Julio Rodriguez. 1 out, runner at first. And a slider low from Young makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes. Folks, have we gotten to 49.90 yet? No. Garrett Family Aquatics did his part. Folks, I'm begging you, find a way. Add 1 sub to this sub count, please. Up and into J-Rod, it's 2-2. Young checks on the runner at first, and Young, the base runner, is back safely. 2-2 on Rodriguez. Brandon Young wants a new baseball. Swing and a miss. A splitter that dropped below the zone. J-Rod chases. See you later.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Nice splitter from Young. That apparently is the pitch that has really propelled him in his career and his path up to the majors. Developing that splitter. He's used it well so far tonight. Two down, runner at first. The batter is Josh Naylor. Count is 0-1. We've hit 49.90. Folks, we're at 49.90. We are down to single digits to 5,000. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. 1-1 to Naylor. We're going to have fun tonight no matter what our team does. We deserve it. The pitch. Outside, 2-1. Folks, I better enjoy half a lucky before the big moment. I'll probably go through half a pack. The 2-1 to Naylor is hit foul, 2-2. Oh, Garrett. I'm not going to bring that up tonight. Not tonight, my friend. Let's focus on the big picture here. 2-2 the count on Naylor. There's some kind of pause in the action here. Not sure what it is. Naylor just now getting back into the box. 2-2 count, 2 down, runner at first. And now a throw to first. Young is back. Brandon Young on 41 pitches. Pitch count's doing fine. If he can get this final out on the next pitch, he's averaging 14 an inning. That's just fine. Pitch. That is a little chopper up the first base side. Alonso. Man, Naylor is slow. I don't know how Josh Naylor, last season he had at least 30 stolen bases. He knows how to steal bases, but is he quick? No, not at all. Nor should he be. He certainly doesn't have the build for speed. But man, was he slow going down the line there. We get the final out of the inning, folks. We go to the bottom of the third. Scoreless in Baltimore. All right. The day feels kind of funky, says Steve Duke. This game makes me feel kind of funny, like when I used to climb the rope in gym class. Folks, there it is, 49.90. Come on. 10 to go. 10. 10. 9. 8. Yeah, you're right, Joel. I'm going to start running the completely wrong direction whenever I get on the bases. Even Mitch Hedberg had a joke about, I think it was Hedberg, or he even had a baseball joke about just going from first to third, like straight across. Like he didn't have time or something. I can't remember. Maybe it wasn't Hedberg. You know what I want? I'm going to bring up a list of Mitch Hedberg jokes and just have them on standby and just pepper them in from time to time. Doesn't that sound like fun? There's a JJ raid, folks. JJ is raiding the channel right now with this channel just 10 subscribers away from 5,000. Folks, if JJ sent you over here, I'm telling you truly, he did it for one reason. To get you, if you're not subscribed, to sub it up. Come on. We're 10 away from a major milestone. It's Sam Huff at the plate to lead off for the Orioles. 0-1 count, and a knuckle curve from Kirby is in there for strike 2. 0-2 to Huff. He'll be followed by Ward and Gunner. Welcome in, JJ Crew. I hope your Phillies win tonight. Even if they weren't playing a division opponent like the Blue Jays, I'd still be rooting for you guys. And might I also mention that I really enjoyed filling in for JJ for that Phillies game a month or so ago. That was fun. 0-2 pitch to Huff is upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, folks, be a part of something special. I mean, look it. In my heart, there will be a special place for those first 5,000 subscribers. Here's a little grounder. It's going to be up to Huff to beat it out toward third base. I apologize. In the middle of the call, my game paused. Huff got on. Third baseman, oh man, he had a wild throw. A wild throw over there at third base, and Huff is on. They're going to call it a hit anyway. Infield hit for our catcher batting ninth, and now the top of the order. Come on, let's make something out of this. Taylor Ward takes high for ball one. So despite two bad throws by the Mariners, no errors on the board. The 1-0 pitch is low. 2-0, folks.
Taylor?
Charm City. One more time. Low and away. 3-0 on Ward. Let's start a rally, folks. Oriole fans are entitled to have a little bit of fun. Let's set up a big inning and let's execute. Come on. 3-0 to Ward. The pitch. Low and away, ball four. A 4-pitch walk from the normally sharp George Kirby. 2 on, nobody out for Gunnar. Another chance for Gunnar with multiple men on base to drive in. Can he do it this time?
His name's Gunnar and he's dating my mom.
Gunnar, we've been giving you opportunity after opportunity. You want to be the big man on campus? You want to put my face on the cover of a video game stats? Well, we're giving you the chances, dude. Line drive up the middle, base hit for Gunnar Henderson. They're going to stop Huff at third. That's our one Achilles heel. Slow speed at the front line of this rally. And that ball was smoked. 104.5 off the bat of Gunnar. J-Rod getting it back in quick. So the bases are loaded. Gunnar still can't drive in a run, but he keeps the line moving. Bases loaded. Nobody out. And the batter is Pete Alonso.
A polar bear stirs.
Pete struck out his first time. Unacceptable in this spot. Nobody out, bases loaded. First pitch. Popped foul and out of play. Got a sinker from Kirby. Last season, Alonso, with runners in scoring position, hit 309. This year, just 195 and 0 for 10 in the month of June. Come on, you are so due. 0-1 fouled back, and Alonso's quickly in an 0-2 hole. Both pitches he offered at were in the zone. He didn't chase anything to get himself in this hole, but he's in the hole nonetheless. Contact, my friend. A grand slam is great, but contact is a must. The 0-2 pitch. It is high. Fastball at 98. Come on, buddy. One ball, two strikes, bases loaded, nobody out. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Alonso 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, just struck out with the bases loaded and nobody out. That's our main RBI man. Man, oh Shevitz. Folks, it's Colton Cowser. First pitch, grounded foul. Can this entire offense just do some Kaepecte shots so we can get rid of this constipation? 0-1 pitch. Hit in the air. Center field. It's shallow. J-Rod is under it. He makes the catch, and Huff cannot tag. Unbelievable. Too shallow to try and tag. Bases loaded with 2 down now. Taveras due up. Taveras got a hit his first time up. We desperately need one here. The pitch. Lined hard, but up the first baseline foul. Kirby up to 50 pitches. The 0-1 to Taveras. Taken low. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Taken low, 2-1. Come on. Somebody produce. The 2-1 pitch. Taken for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. We had bases loaded, nobody out. And now we're bases loaded with this. 2-2 pitch. And Taveras struck out. Honestly, the crowd should boo. Not because we don't love our team, but because we got to do something to light a fire under their ass. Folks, bases loaded, nobody out, and we get nothing. And the crowd just sitting there in a daze. Unbelievable. And yet, so believable. I'm going to get up and walk around for a minute. Be back.
He met a strange friend in the Chesapeake Bay when...
Bacon! Bacon! Where's the bacon? I smell bacon! 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 Gotta be bacon! Only one thing smells like bacon! That's bacon! 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 There! From that bag! What's it say? I can't read! Please! Please! Give me what's in the bag! Chewy, yummy, smoky bacon!
There you go.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! No! 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 It's bacon!
No, it's Bacon Strips, brand dog snack from Purina. Bacon Strips. Dogs don't know it's not bacon.
It's bacon!
This is great iced tea.
This is Jack Burton in the Pork Chop Express, and I'm talking to whoever's listening out there.
Folks, we are four subscribers away from 5,000. 4. I can't believe Kevin Brown just said, "What an escape by George Kirby." What a Masson thing to say. How about what a complete choke job by our offense? Bases loaded, nobody out. Is that what we're going to hear in the post game? Albernes talking about how tough baseball is and how good the opposing pitcher is. Randy Arozarena, first pitch is a strike, and the next one is fouled away. 0-2 on Arozarena. We're in the top of the 4th. Pitch in the dirt, 1-2. Brandon Young from the belt, and the 1-2 to Arozarena is a splitter in the dirt. 2-2 the count. Oh, the Mariners. Yeah, there's Bryce. Oh, Luis Castillo is the other pitcher I forgot about. And he's the one having the worst season right now. ERA slightly over 5. Arozarena fouls off another. It's still 2-2. We let him off the hook. My game is again hesitating. Come on. Waiting on a 2-2 to Arozarena. Here it comes. Hit on the ground to third. Nice scoop over there by Blaze Alexander. He'll get it across in time. Blaze with a steady glove in the infield. Gets a nice out here to begin the top of the 4th. And it'll be Luke Raley coming up. Even Froggy has signed in with an alternative account. Folks, an alternate account. I said alternative. Like we're back in the 90s. I like my accounts to be alternative, man. Luke Raley is at the plate. 1 out, nobody on, ball 1 to Raley. Pitch number 50 of the night is a curveball. Raley shows bunt, brings the bat back, and takes ball 2. It's tough, though, Steve, because there's nobody out. And if you do send Huff and he does get thrown out with nobody out in the inning, you say to yourself, why not just have bases loaded, nobody out? Here's a ground ball to Alonso. Brandon Young is limping after covering the bag. Let's hope he's okay. I think he's fine. He just tapped gloves with Alonso after the 2 hooked up to make this 3-1 put out. Did he get stepped on, maybe? He's just kind of hopping away, like he maybe avoided something. Okay. 2 down for Canzone. Snorioles. Get it, folks? Not when you're on my channel, it is. I'll call the game where you can't fall asleep. First pitch is a strike to Canzone. Hit in the air to center field. Cowser's in center. It still doesn't make sense to me. He makes the catch, Cowser does. The inning is over. We are still scoreless going into the bottom of the 4th. The Mariners have had 4 chances to come up to hit. They've only gotten 2 hits. We've had 3 chances. We've gotten 4 hits. Twice as many hits, less at trips to the plate, and no runs to show for it. A recipe for more frustration. Good grief. Folks, we are sitting at 49.97. 49.97. I wish I could show you that completely live number, but unfortunately, we're just going to have to wait for that odometer to do its job. 3 subscribers away. In fact, I'm going to run over to JJ's channel and just type in 3 away. Quiet, you Thai YouTube commercial. 3 away. 3 away. I'm going to jump over to Dr. DeLay's channel and let him know. 3 away. 3 away from 5K. Come on. Folks, if you're watching right now, you can be one of the final 3 people to make the largest moment in this channel's history happen. Just, if you want some sort of incentive, there you go. What happened? Relish won the hot dog race? Great. Get a haircut, Relish. All right. Jackson Holiday will lead off for the Orioles in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch swinging. Pops it up on the infield, near the mound. Third baseman calling for it. Makes the catch. One away. Holiday pops out at the mound on one pitch. That's a great way to follow up the previous inning. Tyler O'Neill's up. He's been the best hitter so far. He has a double. 5,000th should get a free membership. If only I knew how to do that. I can't even give them out to people I can't single out people to give gifts to like that. It's always random. Pitches inside. It's 2-0 to O'Neill. JJ sending another raid trying to get you there. His words, not mine, folks. We are count them, 2 subscribers away. One away. One more. 2.5 years of grinding. One more to get to 5K. Tyler O'Neill with a count of 2 balls and a strike. Folks, wait for it. Wait for it. 1 out, nobody on in the bottom of the fourth. And on a 2-2 pitch, O'Neill just struck out. 2 down. Blaze Alexander. 5,000! 5,000 folks! We're there! Folks, BW, along with the help of all of you bird watchers out there, we have done it. It's time to put on the ceremonial Burger King crown. Folks, 5,000. By the way, that inning ended. 5,000. That's a number. Look at it. Look at it. Let me look at it. Look at you. 5,000. How you doing, huh? Looking good. Folks, everybody here watching right now, especially if you're in the chat, I know you're subscribed. You might be watching and still not subscribed. I don't know. But anybody, if you're listening to my voice right now, thank you so much for doing your part and getting us to this number. It's been a long time. Other channels have had to grind longer than this to get there. And it's, considering that this channel only covers one team, one sport, one priority, I can't be I can't be too displeased with the growth of this channel. It got off to such a red-hot start in that first season, 2024. First half of that season, we were still that good team coming off back-to-back playoff seasons, and up until the All-Star break in 2024, we were still looking like world beaters out there. Just needed to get over the hump with the playoff win. So nothing but positive vibes with where the team was going and the channel was growing. And then we hit a bit of a lump there last season. Folks, we're back underway in the top of the fifth. It's Mitch Garver at the plate. Brandon Young has now worked him to an 0-2 count. No score here in the top of the fifth. But yeah, we've been through a lot of tough weeks, months, year. But the channel still has grown, and that's really, really good. 1-2 to Garver is low, 2-2. I can only imagine how much better it might do if the team was doing better. But all I can do, folks, is what I've done up till now and what I plan to continue to do, as there's a called strike 3. Brandon Young strikes out Garver.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
All I can do is what I've been doing, and that's what I plan to continue to do, and that is to do everything in my power to call every Orioles game in a way that everybody can watch along together for free. Again, this is a channel with no paywall. All of my content, whatever it might be, is available to everybody. You don't have to pay a nickel. But the way this channel does survive is with support from you guys. The ad revenue does lend a hand. Here's a fly ball to center field by Mastroboni, and it'll be caught by Cowser for out number 2 here in the top of the fifth. Brandon Young now up to 60 pitches and looking good. There's a super chat right there from JJ, who's always so generous in moments like these. Thank you, JJ. He just says, let's go. Thank you so much, JJ. A first super chat. Folks, I don't mind a celebratory super chat for a night as big as this for the channel. I'm just saying I'm not going to turn them down, But thank you, JJ.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Or even if you just want to join up as a member as a show of support. That's 17 cents a ball game. Still helps. There's a swing and a miss by Patrick Wisdom, the number 9 hitter for the Mariners, up with 2 down, nobody on. He's got a count of 0-2. So thanks, by the way, again to JJ, not only for the super chat, but for sending a couple of raids to help us get over the hump, and to everybody else that helped get us over the hump here tonight. Pitch fouled back, still 0-2 on Wisdom. I needed this. I really did. Really needed something to go, hey, an accomplishment. You need that sometimes, don't you, folks? Maybe some validation or something in whatever it is you're doing or dreaming to do. There's strike 3. Wisdom goes down, and the inning is over.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
You said hump. Hey, speaking of hump, it's take your dog to the park night. I'm sure there's a lot of unwarranted humping going on right now in the crowd of legs. Folks, we're 1 away from 5,010. The next subscriber makes that odometer, where is it, over there? 1 more sub and we go to 5010, and then we know we're actually moving on to the next, I was going to say obstacle. Milestone, I think is the word I was looking for there. But believe me, no more greed from me tonight. Anything else tonight is butter. But we are 1 away from 5010, just saying. Hey, folks. Yeah, I put on the orange shirt tonight for a reason. There was certainly thought put into that. Believe it or not, folks, I do prep. You probably shouldn't believe it. Matter of fact, don't believe it. I'd rather have the mystery. Folks, Hey, Game 4 tomorrow. Final game of this series. Just to let you guys know, it's going to be a slightly later start. It's right at 7 o'clock sharp, I believe. Let me double check that. So they're going to actually start at a time that makes more sense. 7 o'clock tomorrow, Thursday night game. So this stream will start at 6:40 p.m. tomorrow, 20 minutes before first pitch. Robert Prescott with a super chat. Thank you, Robert. He says, congrats on your 5K. Thanks, my friend.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Thank you for being one of those 5,000, Robert. Really appreciate it. We're back underway in the bottom of the fifth. Sam Huff is up. First pitch swinging. A foul ball just out of reach of Naylor on the first base side. On to 6K and beyond. Folks, can you believe it? We shot past 5,000. We're up to 5,009. So none of that funny business of somebody hitting the number and then unsubbing just to watch the number fall back down again. None of that nonsense. It's 0-2 on Huff, folks. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and down goes Huff. One away. Kirby. We've had our chances against him. You can't have much more of a chance than bases loaded, nobody out, but that wasn't the only chance. We're still scoreless, and this game is half over. Taylor Ward at the plate with one out in the fifth. First pitch is a strike. So third time through the order now. Third look at Kirby. Let's see if it helps. By the way, we can go back over here now, right? Show off the crown. Folks, I had Burger King last night. Hence the prop. Pitches up and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I've been eating too much American food lately. I might be putting on some pounds. Gonna have to check myself before I wreck myself. 1-2 pitch. Popped up. Naylor in shallow right. Calling for it. Now waved off by the second baseman. It's Master Boney with the catch. 2 away. And Kirby looks to be settling in. Not what you want to see. All those opportunities squandered, and now Kirby's getting quick outs. Here's Gunnar. He was a part of that rally. He got a base hit to load him up. But after that, we could not do a damn thing. He fouls off the first pitch here. It's the Burger 5K. I get it, Brian. I get it. It's a stretch. Well, the only reason I ordered Burger King, Thomas, is because they had a buy one, get one free Whopper. And that's the only time I ever order from them because I hate their fries. Their fries are terrible. And I hate soda, so I don't really want to get like a combo meal. And the sandwich alone is usually too expensive for my tastes. But if you're offering me a buy one, get one free Whopper, I'm going to do it. And I did. And I pounded 2 Whoppers. It's probably like 5,000 calories. Here's a 2-1 to Gunnar. Up and in, 3-1. Folks.
His name's Gunnar and he's dating my mom.
Three-one pitch, fouled away. Man, can we ever do damage on a 3-1 count? Just seems like we inevitably foul off a 3-1 pitch every time, and then it's a 2-strike count to do something. 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Good golly, Miss Molly.
Laugh it out.
Folks, the futility is palpable in Charm City right now. We have to play better. If not for the team, and forget the team, forget these players. Forget the players, forget the owners, forget the manager and the coaches and everybody that's actually involved in the organization. We need a win. We do. Fans need something tonight. So win, damn it. Win for us. Not for yourself. Win for us. Not often I put it that way, but damn it. This is ridiculous. Folks, I'm going to be right back. The king of Oriole YouTube play-by-play will be right back, folks. Don't goo anywhere. If you do, clean it up.
He met a strange friend in the Chesapeake Bay.
Where you from?
Baltimore.
What?
Baltimore.
Baltimore? What's that?
Look, it doesn't really matter, all right?
Oh, boy, is this great!
You never heard of Baltimore style?
This being Baltimore and all.
Folks, we're back underway. Curveball misses. Top of the order for the Mariners, Cole Young with Brandon Young on the mound for his 6th inning of work. 1-0 is drilled to right. But right there is Tavares in right center field, just about 3 steps shy of the track to make the catch. Hard hit ball to right center, but we've got the out. Brandon Young, when allowed to go past the 5th inning, has been even better with a 1.80 ERA in the 6th inning and has not given up a run when he's pitched into the 7th, although there's been limited innings in these situations. But that's good to see that when he does go far, the wheels don't start to come off. Julio Rodriguez crushes one down in the left field corner, but it's foul. It wasn't a home run swing. It would have been a line drive extra base hit, but it went foul. The 1-1 pitch up the middle, and Young, look at that. Comebacker reflex. Brandon Young just very nonchalantly fielding this comebacker that was 97 miles an hour coming back his way. Throws out the runner. So that's a good way to get rid of a pesky hitter like Julio Rodriguez. Here's Naylor. Takes high, ball 1. Naylor 0 for 2. Tomorrow night's pitching matchup has Kyle Bradish going up against Brian Wu, which, for my money, is the best of the 4 nights in terms of 2 potential, like a potential, what do you call it? What do you call a low-scoring pitching affair? A pitching duel. Why couldn't I think of the most simple? Yeah. I think of all the matchups, tomorrow night has the capability of being a real duel between Wu and Bradish. 2 down, nobody on. Naylor at the plate. A 1-2 count. That ball is stopped by Holiday. He goes to his butt. He pops up, spins, and throws out Naylor for out number 3. Nice move. Let me go. Yeah. Handling a hard hit ball, going to his left. A nice acrobatic play there. He's like, I know I'm going to lose my balance if I try to keep my feet on this. Let me just kind of go into a slide and just pop back up with my momentum. Just a really slick move there by Holiday to get the final out, folks. Nice to see. We go to the bottom of the 6th. No score in Baltimore. Maybe I need to check in with our buddy Ryan Ripken. Carl, we're another inning away. I might have to check in with my buddy Ryan Ripken to see what his feelings are about all this stuff.
Today was they had who they wanted. Yeah, man, it is what it is, but you know how I feel. It is what it is, but you know how I feel. It is what it is, but you know how I feel. It is what it is, but you know how I feel.
Do we? Folks, 50-10. 50-10 on the odometer, hon. Look at that. We are cooking with gas. Folks, to the first 10 subscribers in the post-5,000 subscriber era of the BirdWatcher channel, welcome in. Glad to have you aboard. You're the original 10 of the new generation. There, see how I made even you guys feel special? Everybody's special here. I know that could be taken in a couple of different ways. Pete Alonso, boy, do you have something to make up for, buddy. Bases loaded, nobody out last time up, struck out. 0 for 2, striking out twice. It's scoreless. How about a bomb from Alonso? On an 0-1 pitch, it's a little bit up. 1 ball and 1 strike.
A polar bear stirs.
Come on, Pete. There's a strike right in there. Pete doesn't seem to pick up the ball off of Kirby very well. He's taken some strikes that have been in very hittable spots. And also has swung and missed at a couple that have been in the zone. The 1-2. He reaches for one, gets a piece, fouls it off. It's 2026, and I listen to baseball games. Grandpa would smile. Folks, I wish some of the baseball fans that are no longer with us from the past, from the glory days of this beautiful game, I wish they were able to somehow be a part of what's going on here with the channel. I want old school fans. I do. Now, if you're young, you're welcome to be here. But you're going to have to get an education. You're going to have to learn a thing or two from us boomers about how to play this game properly. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count on Alonso. The pitch. Hit in the air. Center field. Did he get it? It's back. It's up. It's gone! Bye, birdie! Alonso makes up for his previous gaffe. After striking out with the bases loaded, he gives the Orioles the lead here. Home run number 14 in the bottom of the 6th. It is 1-0 Baltimore. Folks, it's the first home run in the post-5000 era.
It's magic, you know. It's magic. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic.
That ball did just get out. It landed on the wall that contains the bleachers in right center over the outfield wall, and that tiny little 2 to 3 foot space in between, that ball dropped in there for Alonso's 14th home run. Cowser's at the plate, and he's just worked the count to 3-0. Hey, Annie's here, and a gifted membership to boot. That's going out to Daryl Jordan. Daryl, if you're around, say thanks to Annie. Folks, say thanks to Annie. Thank you, Annie. Here's the 3-0. Ball 4, a 4-pitch walk to Cowser.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Thank you again, Annie.
Message for you, son.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Folks, what's going on with Pete? He's just getting some pats on the back. All right, Taveras. Colton Cowser took off on this pitch, and without a throw, the milkman just swiped second base. Mariners not paying any attention, apparently. Nice on Cowser to break. Let's look at this. Look at that jump. Are you kidding me? Now that is base running, folks. Mound meeting for the Mariners right now, and let me take that opportunity to tell you something I've said more than once before, and that is, outside of just being able to hit the baseball, which I know is extremely important as a position player, you have to know how to hit. But honestly, every other aspect of Colton Cowser's game is above average. He's a good baseball player. If this dude just hits okay, he's a keeper for a long time. We just need to get him to hit at a rate that is not hurting the team. Leody Taveras has a 1-0 count. Nobody out. Cowser at second. Next pitch is a strike from Kirby. Kirby up to 86 pitches with, again, nobody out in the sixth. Hey, 411 Shirley just subbed on her mom's page. Thank you so much, 411 Shirley. Here's a line drive into right center. That's going to get down and roll. Rodriguez cuts it off, but Cowser's on the move. He will score. Taveras makes it to second. It's an RBI double for Leody, and the Orioles have doubled their lead here. It is 2-0. Man, Leody has really helped this team.
It's magic, you know. It's magic. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic.
Jackson Holiday, still nobody out. He goes after the first pitch and fouls it away. Holiday 0 for 2. Looked pretty bad striking out last time up. We need him to look better. Or no, it was a strikeout and then a pop out. Either way, we need better from Holiday here. Third time to go after Kirby. And there goes a runner to third base, and the Orioles are going to swipe one here. Taveras. 2 stolen bases off the Mariners in the inning, and neither were really ones you saw coming. The Mariners are going to wait to see if this is worth challenging. It wasn't a bad throw down there. It was just a matter of it being late or not. And even though that ball got there, the tag just a little bit late. Taveras gets his hand in there. Folks, runner at third with nobody out. Holiday just needs to make some contact. The 0-2 is inside. 1-2 to Holiday. Pitch. Low. 2-2. Kirby now up to 91 pitches. This should be his final inning of work where there's nobody out. Two taken for a called strike 3. Man, Holiday not looking good at the plate so far tonight. Squanders an RBI chance. Leaves the bat on his shoulders with a runner at third and not even an out in the inning yet. There's a 1 out now. Still a chance to get that runner in without the benefit of a hit. And Tyler O'Neill is up, of all people. O'Neill with a double tonight already. If he gets an RBI hit here or even a sac fly, I'll say good on you for putting him in the lineup. I'm sure whatever analytic data program you're using surely didn't tell you to start him. It's the first time you've fought against your own analytics with this move. The count is 1-1 on O'Neill. There's a righty up for the Mariners, Davila, in the bullpen. One pitch outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. So what do you do if Sammy and Adley are both still hobbling around tomorrow? Do you roll with O'Neill as a DH again and just see if this is the role that's working for him? It's only going to be able to work for him for a limited amount of time. Sammy's going to need those DH at-bats. And again, O'Neill getting the start and getting the double off the righty tonight. So I don't know when you use him. He's got a 2-ball, 2-strike count, runner at third and 1 out, and my game just froze. With Kirby set to throw his 97th pitch. Okay, he just threw it. It must have been fouled away because it's still 2-2. All right, runner at third, 1 out, 2-2 on O'Neill. The pitch, called strike 3. A runner at third and nobody out and back-to-back strikeouts looking, not even swinging. Wow. I mean, wow. Is the only way to score is to just send guys up with the bases empty and hope for a solo shot? Because that seems to be the only way we can score right now. This is the definition of a home run dependent offense. Hitting a lot of home runs doesn't necessarily make you dependent like a former birdwatcher used to insist a couple of years ago. But when you've got a variety of ways to score, and lately the only way you're doing it is with the solo shot, that is home run dependent. Come on. Get a runner in scoring position and get him in. Blaze Alexander is going to have to try with 2 away now. He's 0 for 2. Kirby's on 98 pitches. Here comes the first one to Blaze. Outside for ball 1.
I do believe I'm on fire.
Send the runner back to second to read signs. That ball by Blaze is hit to right center. Is it going to carry? It does. It'll bounce up and over the wall for an automatic double and an RBI. A 2-out RBI double for Blaze. He does pick up. Finally, a clutch hit.
It's magic, you know. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic.
Can this lead be trusted? No. How can a 5-minute timeout be trusted? Give me a break. Get out of here. I'll see you in 5 minutes. 2 down, Blaze at second. The count is 0-1 on Huff. Ground ball. It's foul. It's 0-2. It's baseball, Steve. Everything you say, the opposite happens. Same for me. Same for all of us. This is a very humbling sport. I ranted and raved about putting O'Neill in as a DH tonight against a righty of all things. And what does he do? Gets a double. And then struck out twice. But that double should have driven in a run if we didn't get a strike him out, throw him out. Sam Huff now has a count of 1-2. Kirby now at 103 on the pitch count. The Mariners are definitely working him to his limit here. Swing and a miss. That'll end the inning and probably the night for Kirby. Huff strikes out. The Orioles will have the benefit of the top of the order coming up in the 7th. And they had a nice inning here. They break this deadlock, this scoreless deadlock, with 3 runs. A solo homer from Pete Alonso, an RBI double by Leody Taveras, a ground rule RBI double by Blaze Alexander. We go to the 7th inning. Brandon Young is on 73 pitches, 6 shutout innings on just 2 hits and a walk. ERA right now at 3.09. Let's root him on for one more inning. Again, when Brandon Young goes deep, he does not get any easier to hit. He's only made it to the 7th inning once or twice before, and he did so without giving up a run. So a chance to not only get a great outing from him, to help give some rest to the bullpen. And hopefully get us a win that we desperately need. Folks, once again, if you haven't heard me say it before, Brandon Young has only started 1 game for us this season where we did not win. We've had a few no decisions for his record that he's pitched, but we won all of those games. I think his record is 4-1. So the one time we lost, it's on his record. But every time he has pitched, we've only lost once. You look at the team's record when he pitches and when he doesn't, and it's even farther away than night is from day, folks. Hey, out-of-town scoreboard check. You'll be happy to know that the Blue Jays are losing to the Phillies in the top of the 3rd. Let me refresh this to make sure it's current. That feels like it should be later in the game than that. Okay, top of the 4th inning. And the Phillies just took a 6-0 lead. It just said 4-0, and it turned to 6 as Kyle Schwarber just hit a 2-run bomb to put the Phillies up by half a dozen on the Blue Jays. Randy Arozarena in the batter's box takes ball 1 with Brandon Young still on the mound. That was his 74th pitch. Ground ball to second. Routine for Holiday. And there's your first out of the 7th. Brandon Young is cruising, folks. Cruising. Young has retired 12 in a row. The 2 through 5 hitters in this Mariner lineup, 2 through 5, traditionally the biggest boppers you got. They are 0 for 11 off of Young tonight. And first pitch to Luke Raley is inside for ball 1. Raley 0 for 2. Two and 0 as Young misses high with a fastball. Folks, how's my crown looking? Am I looking dapper? Am I looking regal? I like how it's somewhat transparent through the crown. You can almost see pickles through the crown. That is ball 4. That is a bit of a red flag. A 4-pitch walk with 1 out in the 7th to Luke Raley. It is the bottom part of the order coming up here. Kirby was given a benefit of maxing himself out to get through that bottom part of the order. In the top, or in the bottom of the 6th, maybe they'll allow Young to keep going until he gives up maybe one more base runner. You give up one more base runner, that's the tying run up. We got a guy already in the bullpen. Grant Wolfram's getting loose, the lefty. So we may wait till a matchup part of the lineup where it makes sense to bring him in. Swing and a miss. Boy, that splitter really fooled Can zone. 1-1 the count. If we do want to bring in a lefty, it does feel like he's getting ready for the back when we get to the top of the order. You got a right-handed Garver after this. You got the right-handed Wisdom coming up, 2 batters after that. But then top of the order, 2 of the top 3 there are lefty. There's double barrel action in the Mariner pen with a couple of righties throwing, Hoppy and Gonzalez. 1-2 on Can zone. Runner at first, 1 out, top of the 7th. The Orioles lead it 3-0. They need a win tonight for a chance to get a split tomorrow of this 4-game series. Here's a fly ball to right center. Cowser calls off Taveras and makes the catch for the 2nd out. 83 pitches for Young now, trying to get through 7 scoreless. Folks, regal wouldn't be the word you'd use. Unique, that's not good enough. And that's not enough feedback either. Garver with a swing and a miss on a nice slider there from Young. Haven't seen too many sliders from him tonight, but that one was effective. This one had the plate, but it dipped a bit low. We might have challenged it, and at this stage of the game, even though we might lose it, I'm okay with a first challenge of the night here. That is a ball, though. Huff misses. And I tell you what, after the first week of the season, where it looked like we figured out the ABS system better than any other team in the league, I can't imagine there's been another team out there since the first week of April who's been worse at this than us. Garver takes up and in. The count now 2-1. Yenier Cano has joined Grant Wolfram in the pen to give a right-handed option to go to. 2-1 pitch. Misses a bit high. Three and 1. Masturbating Boner is on deck. Here's a ground ball to short. They go the short way to second for the force, and the inning is over. Brandon Young has done it. He has gotten through 7 scoreless. 7 scoreless innings from this dude. From this dude that we had way down in the depth chart when we looked at our starting pitching options for this season. Folks, give it up for Brandon Young. 7 innings of scoreless ball, just 2 hits and 2 walks. His ERA now is damn near into the 2s. He's at 3.04. Brandon Young. This one's for you, Brandon. Forever young. Oh, that's right, folks. We've reached the 7th inning stretch. You know what that means. George is on the case. It is time to throw some cakes on the griddle. 5,000 style.
Thank God I'm a country boy. 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 Thank God I'm a country boy.
Hey, Ryan Ripken, what do you think about the BirdWatcher Channel hitting 5,000 subs?
Yeah, man. It is what it is, but
Oh, Mansolino, what do you think about the channel hitting 5,000 subs?
So it's not the best option, but it just is what it is.
I hear you. Ryan?
they had who they wanted. Yeah, man, it is what it is, but you know how I feel.
I hope you feel good about it, dude. 5,000 from scratch, my friend. Some of us have unlimited resources, and some of us do not. They have to work from scratch. Domingo just gave him an extra syllable for no reason. Domingo Gonzalez is on the pitch. And a swing and a miss by Taylor Ward. Folks, I'm just having a little fun with Ryan. Don't worry about it. 0-1 pitch is low. Taylor Ward is 0 for 2, but he did get a walk second time up tonight. One is inside. 3-0 Baltimore. Yeah, I'm the one with the unlimited resources. I'm the king. This pitch is outside. 3-1. Okay. Top of the order. Leadoff man with a hitter's count. Let's add on. Folks, we're up to 137 likes. We got about 200 people here. What do you say we get that number to 150? Ward fouls this one right at the plate, and the count goes full. Yeah, just take a moment if you haven't already. And to those who already have, as always, thank you for hitting the like button. But, yeah, we could definitely get to 150 if we got 200 people here. I don't want to push my luck after hitting the subscriber milestone tonight already. Full count to Ward. The payoff pitch from Gonzalez is fouled straight back. Oh, I don't want Billy Ripken on me, Scott. Me and Cal Sr. Cal I'll probably pass out from meeting my ultimate hero. Billy would probably just kick my ass. Ball 4 to Taylor Ward, folks.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
A second walk for Ward. He loves to walk. He's a power walker. We got power hitters. I've heard of the concept of power walking. I guess that's what we got in Taylor Ward. Here's Gunnar. He takes low, ball 1. Gunnar walked his first time, got a single his second time up, 1 for 2. And a pitch on the inside edge for his strike. Delays Pirates. Gonna lose their 5th in a row tonight. That's tough to hear for the Pirates. 1-1. Gunnar! Could this be number 100? It is high, it is far, and it is a leaping grab against the wall. And Ward somehow gets back to first base. Folks, Gunnar can't buy that 100th homer. If he hits it any further to the center field side of this area, it's going to reach those bleachers in that short wall, but it's right where the tall wall meets the short wall. And a leaping grab by Raley robs Gunnar of extra bases. Unbelievable. One away, runner at first for Alonso. Good job by Ward to scamper back to first and avoid a double play. 0-1 on Alonso. His home run got the scoring started for the Orioles in the previous inning. Takes low and away, 1 ball, 1 strike.
A polar bear stirs.
One pitch. Ooh, close, but the Mariners are going to actually challenge. They might lose this one. Ump called it a ball. It might be a ball. And it is. So the Mariners have lost their first challenge. Both teams have won. Two and one on Alonso. Gonzalez's next pitch. That's lined opposite field. That's a base hit. Ward stops at second. Folks, Alonso with a multi-hit game now after striking out his first couple of times up. Get that faucet on here. Let's get some cows up in the chat, folks. Cowser with an RBI opportunity. 2 men on with 1 out. 0 for 2 with a walk, a stolen base, and a run scored. Up and away for ball 1. Ward at second, Alonso at first. The 1-0. I'm looking at Cowser's 0 for 2 night instead of the pitch count. That missed outside, and that will draw a visit from the catcher. 2-0 to Cowser.
Let me have a Diablo sandwich, a Dr. Pepper, make it fast. I'm in a goddamn hurry.
Folks, we are just 6 likes away from 150. We now have 225 people in the room. Folks, if you want me to shut up about hitting that like button, if 6 of you just take a moment to tap it, we're done talking about it. You want to help shut me up? Here's your chance. 2-0 to Cowser. The pitch. Oh, he went after a 2-0 pitch, and that sounded like the bat broke. It popped up. Cowser didn't even know where it was. It popped up to shortstop for out number 2. Cowser goes back with a busted-up bat. 2 down in the inning. Leody Taveras, 2 on, 2 out. Came up with a big 2-out hit his last time up. Takes up and away for ball 1. Or was he the one that had the big 2-out hit? I don't know. Came up with a big hit his last time up. A RBI double. 1-0 is neck high for ball 2. Bottom of the 7th inning, folks. The 2-0 to Taveras. That's high, ball 3, not close. 3-0, Taveras probably taking all the way here. .30. He does take. It's at the bottom of the zone for a strike. Folks, welcome to tonight's special 5,000 subscriber edition of the BirdWatcher play-by-play call. There's ball 4 inside to load them up. Folks, take your base, Leody.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Bases loaded for Holiday. All right, Holiday. Alonso started the night poorly and finished it nicely. Holiday 0 for 3. A chance now to make up for that. With bases loaded, 2 down, he takes low for ball 1. 2 strikeouts for Holiday already tonight. Let's make some noise. The 1-0 fouled back 1-1. Come on, buddy. The pitch. Jackson, right center field. That ball's deep. That ball's gonna go! Bye, Bernie! Holiday salami! Jackson Holiday has driven in everybody. A 4-run shot. It makes it 7-0 Baltimore. He made up for it and then some.
It's magic, you know. It's magic. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride. You believe it's magic. Break out.
7-0 in the 7th. 2 down, nobody on, with O'Neill at the plate, a 1-0 count already, and make it 2-0. Gonzalez has not been effective for the Mariners since coming in, and we're thankful for it. Kirby gave up 3 runs in that 6th inning, and they took him out for the 7th, and now 4 more runs. Here's a ball hit down the left field line by O'Neill. He's going for 2, and he will make it without a throw as Arozarena just lazily lobs it towards third. It's the second double of the night for Popeye. What's going on here, folks? Splash it up.
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
Oh, Scott, you just gave me a great idea for whenever Kobe Mayo ever hits his first grand slam. How can you not make some sort of pun out of mayo and salami? It might be impossible to resist. There is a strike to Blaze. 2 down, runner at second. Blaze 1 for 3. A salami with extra mayo, right? What happened here? Did Blaze get hit by the pitch? Looks like he started his way toward first. And it would appear Blaze was hit by this pitch. That puts first and second for Baltimore with 2 down. And the number 9 batter coming up. The Orioles have batted around here in the 7th. Actually, let's hold up. The umps are going to look at that. Mariners are going to challenge that Blaze was hit by the pitch. Where does it hit him? That angle shows me nothing. I honestly don't see how he got hit. That ball doesn't look to be anywhere near him. He took a full swing on it. I don't know. I haven't seen too many calls like this get reversed. But at the same time, I've seen nothing that shows me that Blaze was even close to getting hit by that pitch. Oh, it's catcher's interference. I apologize. I see Gary has it right there in the chat. My apologies, folks. So catcher's interference is why Blaze goes to first. So here comes Huff now with 2 on, 2 out. Huff has a double tonight. No, he doesn't. He has an infield single. That double was last night. Huff! Left field! Keep going! Keep going! Arozarena catches it up against the wall. Sam Huff just missed a bomb. And it's probably the loudest crack of the bat tonight in the ballpark. That ball sounded like it was mutilated off the bat. But it died right at the wall. The inning is over, but we're not going to complain, folks. We just hit a grand slam. Jackson Holiday with the big swing, turning a 3-0 lead into a 7-0. I'm not going to call it blowout, but a much more comfortable lead. 2 innings to go. 2 innings to go. Orioles 7, Mariners nothing. And so far tonight, this has been just the kind of game and stream that your boy BW needed. All right, folks. At this stage of the game, you don't really want to use your high leverage arms, do you? It's going to be Grant Wolfram coming in. He'd already gotten loose. And who do you want for the 9th with a lead like this? Kittredge? I don't know. Who's at the bottom of the pecking order? We haven't seen Cano in a while. Cano was already up. If I had to guess, we're still going to stick with that 1-2 punch to finish the game unless the Mariners get back in it. Wolfram for this inning and Cano for the 9th. That would be my guess. Folks, wow, Norfolk has an interesting schedule coming up. Oh, this is broken up. I'm like, why are they playing different teams in 3 straight days. Wow, they're showing you the Norfolk. Why are they showing you these? Oh, they televise these on Masson. Okay. You know, whenever they're not cutting away to a Tom Davis interview. Here's Grant Wolfram on the pitch. 23rd appearance. His ERA is 3.5. He is facing Miles Mastroboni and throws him ball 1. 8, 9, and 1 batters due up for the Mariners. I feel like while Nunez might be lower leverage, Phantom, I feel like we haven't seen Cano. I feel like we've seen Nunez more recently than we've seen Cano. I think Cano's just kind of due to pitch. And while you might want him for a more higher leverage spot, he might just need to get in some work in this game. We'll see. The 1-1 is a slow roller up the middle. Holiday and Gunnar, neither can get a glove on it. It will get into center field. Not a hard hit ball, but Wolfram allows his first batter to reach. Hey, we got a super chat coming in from Jew Brownie. No way bro's name is on, ironically, Master Boney. Yes, Jew Brownie, Master Boney, right up there with Dick Lovelady and Danny Man Dick. And a host of other questionable names. Here's Patrick Wisdom. Thank you, Jew Brownie. Good to see you. Approximately what number subscriber were you, my friend? You've been around a while. Swing and a miss by Wisdom. A 1-1 the count. That'd be a nice little thing to do, folks. With your best estimate, let me know what subscriber you think you were, or you know you were, on this milestone night for the channel. 5,000 plus. In fact, let me go ahead and get rid of this pinned message. I think that can go away now. Go away now. 1-2 pitch in the dirt, and the ball does get away a bit from Huff, but no advance from the runner at first. Folks, what number subscriber do you carry? Derek says 250. Max says 119. Oh, we got some OGs up in here. 2-2 pitch to Wisdom. That's high. Full count. Jew Brownie followed up with another super chat. Prolly was about the first 50. Well, you definitely have to be an OG to remember the origin story of Prolly. Opening week 2024. How many subs did you start with? I mean, basically 0, Jew Brownie. Just a few friends signing up after I told them I was starting up the channel to get a few in there. So, yeah, if you're one of the first 50, you were there from pretty much day one. Thank you, Jew Brownie. George was 727 for sure. Edward wants credit for being precisely number 1800. That's a good number. 560 for Thomas. Cole Young takes a slider in the dirt. Did I fail to mention how that number 9 batter got on? There's 2 on and nobody out here. Patrick Wisdom walked. I guess I better lock back into the ball game, folks. Wolfram has allowed the first 2 base runners to reach. It's time for him to settle down. 1-0 to Young is low, 2-0. Wolfram is struggling. 11 pitches into this outing. He's thrown 7 balls to 4 strikes. Well, there's something you don't see every day. Gunnar Henderson made his way over to Wolfram to have a chat. Not the catcher, not a pitching coach. Huff wound up joining in on that chat for a brief moment, but Gunnar initiated a mound meeting. Two-0 pitch. Well, whatever Gunnar had to say didn't help that pitch. That was in the dirt. It's 3-0. RJL believes was in the 300s. Thomas Brock 560. Remember the subscriber graph. Oh, yeah. I could still bring it up on the screen, but the only way to do it is for it to take up the whole screen. I can't, for some reason, do like a picture-in-picture of it. It won't let me crop it that way. 3-1 to Young. There's a strike. Full count. All right. Wolfram trying to find the zone here. Works the count full. Needs an out right now. 2 on, nobody out. The payoff pitch. Hit on the ground. Should be an out. Slowly hit to Holiday. He'll get the only runner he can. The lead runner, or the lead runner. The batter over at first. It's a productive out for the Mariners. It moves 2 runners up with 1 away, but down by 7. You'll trade that moving up of 2 runners for the out. This will put a shutout in jeopardy. Wolfram needs to get a big second out right now to avoid giving up that first run, and he misses to Julio Rodriguez, so he's got J-Rod to contend with as well, and he's 0 for 3 already tonight. Infield playing back. They will concede a run. The 1-0 hit on the ground, and that will score a run. Holiday has it at second. J-Rod will get an RBI ground out, and the Mariners have broken up the shutout. Master Boney comes in to score. It is 7-1 in the top of the 8th. 2 down with a runner at third. Everybody got all that? Good. Now let's get out of this inning. Lefty on lefty matchup here with Josh Naylor at the plate. First pitch is high. Naylor 0 for 3. Hello, Shantae. Have you been sashaying lately? Popped up. Out of play, 1 ball, 1 strike. Once again, folks, tomorrow's start time is a little bit later than the first 3 games of this series. The first pitch is right at 7 o'clock instead of what has normally been 6:35. So the stream tomorrow, Naylor just golfed one to right. That one's traveling. That one is on to the flag court. A 2-run shot. Or did it land? I better hold my breath because this game paused. No, that ball is off the wall. Good grief. That's probably the biggest mistake I've ever made. My game paused right when that ball was in flight toward the court. I assumed it was deep enough to get there. I was wrong, and I am sorry, but I'm happy about it because Naylor instead is at first base. I'm not sure why he couldn't get to second. I guess just not quick enough, but that's an RBI single to make it 7-2. And Wolfram is now coming out of the ball game. 2 outs, 2 runs given up, and another one out there, his responsibility. It looks like it's time for Cano. We'll see if he's going to get the 1 out or try to go the distance and get 4 outs here tonight. Pitching change for the Orioles, folks. We lead at 7-2. Let's refresh that Toronto game. Phillies were still up big last time I checked. And they are still ahead, 6-0. Blue Jays not looking in good shape. Naylor was standing there watching for too long. That's why he couldn't make a double out. I just don't get it. It happens so much now. Like, it's just starting to happen more and more often where a batter's pimping his swing and it turns out to not leave the yard and it costs them a base. And why? Just run, damn it. You know what really impresses me is when a guy hits a home run and still, like, sprints around the bases. Or he gives that home run swing and immediately drops a bat and starts running to first. Doesn't watch it for a minute. Now, I understand there are times where you want to sit there and admire just like a really clutch home run swing. But, I mean, come on, Naylor. You're down 7-1 when he swung that bat. It would have made it 7-3 had the ball left the yard. Is it really worth pimping when you're not totally sure it is leaving the yard? I think the answer is no. Just run, dude. Here's Cano on the pitch. And Rosarena takes low for ball one. Runner at first, 2 down. Am I streaming still? I'm looking at a black screen right now. Oh, there I am. Rosarena fouls off the 1-0. We're going to need Kyle Bradish to be on tomorrow, and we're going to need the offense to be more clutch at the plate like they have been tonight versus this losing streak we've been on if we want to try to get a split out of this series. That's how Josh Naylor steals his bases. He just knows when to run when nobody's paying attention. He just took off for second here. I'm not even sure if they're going to count that as a steal or indifference. I'll check on that in a sec. Here's the 2-1 to Rosarena. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Naylor does get credit for a steal there. That's how he gets them. Swing and a miss. And that ends the inning. Rosarena strikes out on a pitch that went down to the dirt.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Folks, bottom of the 8th coming up. Last chance for the Orioles to add on to this 5-run lead. It was a 7-run lead, but the Mariners scored twice here in the top of the 8th to break up the shutout. But we got the top of the order coming up one more time, folks. Ward, Gunnar, and Alonso. Chance to add on. Let's do it. Folks. We got up to 165 likes. Want to say thank you for that, everybody.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
And, yeah. Ryan, you got any thoughts on this?
Yeah, man. It is what it is, but you know how I feel.
Okay.
Yeah, man. It is what it is, but you know how I feel.
But I don't know how you feel if all you're telling me is it is what it is. That's telling me nothing. Oh, the Orioles right now, you know, it is what it is. But hey, you know how I feel. No, I don't. You could not be any more cryptic than it is what it is. How about you say something? Whatever. Folks, the Padres are coming to town on Friday night. Word on the street is their offense has been struggling. Let's hope they don't pick us as a time to heat up. Here's a first pitch drilled into center field for a base hit by Taylor Ward. He's hustling for 2, and he's out by a country mile. Holy shit. What are you doing, Taylor? That was not smart. Another Oriole runs themselves into an out, and this one, at least for tonight, is probably the most brainless attempt at an extra base I've seen. I mean, Julio Rodriguez is an all-star center fielder. He knows how to track him down. He's got a good arm. The throw, even though it wasn't right on the base, still beat him by 2 seconds. And Ward is out. 1 down for Gunnar Henderson. Hey, by the way, Ward, you should have run much farther out of your own newly established base path in order to get to the base. Don't you know the rules have changed? You could have run over the mound, gone to third, and then run back to second and called it your new base path. Here's a pop-up to third base by Gunnar. Wisdom with the catch. There are now 2 down for Pete Alonso. Alonso, after starting the night 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts, including one with the bases loaded and nobody out, has made up for it with hits in his last 2 trips, including a home run. Average up to 243 now, 42 RBI with 14 homers. It's 1-0. The pitch inside 2-0 to the polar bear.
A polar bear stirs. A polar bear stirs.
Oh, the tag attempt was Ward being gentlemanly. 3-0 the count on Alonso. The pitch, taking all the way, and come on, tap, Pete. You were confident. You were walking the first. We're in the bottom of the 8th. We're pretty much done at the plate tonight. Tap for that, man. That's ball 4. They took it away from you. Man, I hope he goes deep on this pitch. 3-1 pitch. Ground ball to short. In the hole, Young throws off balance on 1 foot and will still get the out somehow, as there's some contact made between Alonso and Naylor, a couple of large men, but both guys are okay. Alonso just gave away a walk. We go to the 9th. We're winning by 5. Let's go ahead and close the door, folks. Let's see if we'll stick with Cano.
Close the door. Close the door. Close the door. Close the door. Close the door.
Folks, that's right. Be aware. Be mindful that sarcasm in chat form sometimes does not pick up so well. Sometimes you gotta really make it known that, hey, this is sarcasm going on here. Folks, IBW idea hot the ball, the just 2-2 Allen. Either I just had a stroke or you got to rewrite that comment, because that is a word salad and I got no dressing for it, man. What the hell did I just read? Is this are you wind talking? What are you doing over there? What was this attempt at a comment? I'm too curious now. Folks, 9th inning coming up. The Mariners will have the 5, 6, 7 batters due up. Raley, Canzone, and Garver. 2 lefties and a righty. But Wolfram's day is surely done. I don't know. Maybe Dietrich ends here? Or Wolfram, of course, Cano's in the ball game. But I was going to say, maybe if you wanted a lefty here, maybe ends. He is healthy, isn't he? It will still be Cano. He's going to try to get 4 outs. And wrap this up. Raley takes outside for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Ground ball to second base. Holiday with a nice play to get it. And will throw out Raley. 1 down. Nice solid defense from Holiday on a ground ball in the hole at second. Sorry about that, BW. I agree with you about the base running. Hit the ball. That just go to... Huh? Wait a minute. Hold on. This might even be... I feel like I'm in one of those escape rooms. Except I got to figure out somebody's comment to get out of the room. Sorry about that, BW. That much is easy. I agree with you, which is always a good idea, about the base running. Here's a ground ball, another one toward Holiday. He's charging, he throws, and he gets Canzone out. I've got little time left to try to figure out the comment. Let's try. I agree with you about the base running. I think there's supposed to be a period or a comma there. Hit the ball, the just, go to second base or third base again. Or again, sorry. Alan, we need... This is why punctuation exists, my friend. I'm not trying to pick on you. But I'm still having a little bit of trouble. Mitch Garver looks at a strike. 2 down in the 9th. Cano on 10 pitches, looking to wrap it up. The 0-1 to Garver. Right in there, strike 2. 1 more strike, Oriole fans, and this god-awful losing streak comes to an end. The 0-2 pitch, way outside a slider. Let's go O's is the chant at the ballpark. The pitch. Swing and a miss on a splitter. Cano with the stance. And the Orioles are back in the win column. A comprehensive victory tonight. Things were working, and folks, the Orioles once again win a game when Brandon Young starts. Their record when he starts is something like 9-1 now. Maybe even 10-1. I got to go back and look. But folks, the Orioles, 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 8. The Mariners 2 runs on only 4 hits, 1 error. They leave 5. Orioles are back in the win column, folks. Come on. Magic. Yes. On a historic night on the Orioles BirdWatcher Channel, Baltimore snap a 4-game skid with a pretty good-looking victory here tonight. We had great pitching again from Brandon Young. Brandon Young went 7 scoreless, gave up just 2 hits and 2 walks. He's my player of the game. You might say Holiday with a grand slam. I'm sorry, I'm giving it to Young. Even without the slam, the Orioles win this 3-2. They're interviewing Holiday, though, which is fine. But give it to Young, for God's sakes. We needed Young to bail us out again. This guy stops losing streaks. 5-1 record now for Young. Kirby drops to 5-6. No save to be had. This ball game went 2 hours and 25 minutes in front of just 13,483. It was a pretty lackluster turnout at the ballpark tonight for sure. Combination of bad weather earlier in the day and bad losses for the team probably played a part in this attendance. Let's hope for better tomorrow with Kyle Bradish trying to get us a split of this series on the mound. Let's talk about the lineup tonight. Taylor Ward, another 2 walks on the night. He also had a base hit, scored a run, average at 261. Gunnar Henderson had a hit tonight, but it came in the spot where it didn't really help score any runs. He was part of a rally that had a great start, that bases loaded, nobody out situation. He had first and second, and he got a hit, but it could only move the slow-footed Huff to third, and we could not drive him or anyone else in. Otherwise, Gunnar was 0 for 3 with a walk. Pete Alonso with a 2-hit night, including a solo home run, his 14th. He scored a pair. Colton Cowser 0 for 3, but he did draw a walk, stole a base, and scored a run. Leody Taveras, a 2-hit night, hitting 264 at the moment. He scored twice, drove in a run, also had a walk in there. So Taveras 3 times on base tonight. He really has been. I'll tell you this about Taveras. I'm not trying to say that they're any way a similar style of hitter. They're both outfielders. I'll give you that. Ramon Laureano, though, a different player than Leody Taveras. Laureano with a really strong arm in the outfield. Maybe not as fast as Taveras, but makes up for it with a good arm. Laureano, a little bit more power, and Taveras, a little more of a contact hitter. But in terms of looking back 2 off seasons ago and signing Laureano and what we thought the kind of role he might have on the team, and looking at Taveras for this season and when we signed him and what our expectations were, I see a very similar positive story of a guy that we're getting more from than we expected instead of less, which is always nice. Hey, speaking of getting less, Tyler O'Neill had a 2-hit night tonight, 2 doubles. Somebody alert the Baltimore Sun. Jackson Holliday, after starting 0 for 3, had the grand slam. Blaze went 1 for 3, had an RBI. He's up to 285. That is the best average on the team right now. I'll have to see what Adley and Sammy are hitting, but 285, it's got to be right there, if not at the top. And Sam Huff got a base hit in his 3rd straight start behind the plate tonight. So the Orioles put up double-digit hits, 11. They did not give up an error. They scored 7 runs. They did leave, I think, 8 men on base? Let me check that. Yeah, 8, which that has been an issue lately. But, you know, when you win and you leave a lot of men on base, you just accept it. It's when you lose and you leave a lot of men on base that it's impossible to not look at and go, well, there's your reason why we can't get a clutch hit. It's still something the team needs to work on, even with the big hit by Holiday tonight and a couple of others. The team is still struggling with runners in scoring position. We did better tonight than we have been in this 4-game losing streak, but we still need to do even better than this to get these, again, if you take away Holiday's homer, Alonso's solo shot, nobody on base for that. That's 5 of the 7 runs we scored tonight. We need to score more runs with just getting a hit in a spot. Blaze, I think, had a 2-out RBI. Good on him. And Jackson's salami was also with 2 down, so good on him as well. Tavares got caught stealing, but also stole a base tonight. He's up to 8 steals. I believe that leads the team. Cowser with 2 steals tonight. Or no, 1 steal, but it's 2 steals on the season now. What else? Again, Brandon Young looked great. I mean, again, I said this probably 2 or 3 starts ago now, but whenever Dean Kramer's ready to come back, somebody else is going to have to hit the bricks, not Brandon Young. He might be the lowest guy in the pecking order in terms of pedigree and money locked into him, and the fact that he's got probably a whole slew of options where we can move him up and down, and flexibility with all that. You cannot, in good conscience, take Brandon Young out of this rotation. He's the best guy we got right now. And honestly, there's been other pitchers who have looked good in starts, isolated starts here and there, but in terms of consistency, he's been the best pitcher we've had. I mean, Bradish on a good day can be just as good, if not more of a shutdown pitcher, more strikeouts. Brandon Young, 5 Ks tonight and 7. Bradish on a good day is going to give you more than a strikeout per inning and just look more dominant with his stuff when he's on. But what matters is, at the end of the day, how did you pitch game in and game out? And right now, Brandon Young, for my money, is doing it better than anybody else in this rotation. So, yeah, do not take him out of this rotation. Dean Kramer, by the way, I think had a bullpen session within the past 24 hours. Let me go ahead and type his name in here and see if I can find that most recent update on Kramer, because I don't recall bringing it up tonight or last night. Let's see here. It might be difficult to find now. But Dino is working his way back, folks. I think we're probably looking at a few weeks. Maybe, I think a month might be too far ahead. Maybe a few weeks. Obviously, we'll have a better understanding once he starts his rehab assignment. But, yeah, we're going to have to figure out who's... So what do you guys want to do? Bassett to the pen, says Phantom. I mean, I know we can't take Shane Baz out of this rotation because he's kind of our future in terms of commitment and everything else. I know Bradish and Rogers need to be given a chance to be as dominant as they have shown to be. So I guess that does leave Bassett as the odd man out. Who else are we missing here? I feel like I'm missing a name. The thing is, though, Chris Bassett, I mean, he's the only other pitcher with a non-losing record in this rotation. There are, believe it or not, worse pitchers or pitchers with worse stats in this rotation than him. Oh, I guess we've got, for now anyway, I guess next time Bassett's turn comes around, we're going to go back to Trey Gibson for a start. So I don't know. When we're healthy, what do we have? Brandon Young, Kyle Bradish, Shane Baz, Trevor Rogers, and who? Bassett, right? Yeah. So if Young's staying, if Bradish, Baz, and Rogers are out of the conversation, then yeah, I guess that does make Bassett the odd man out. So you want Bassett in the bullpen. I guess that's what we need to do. I don't really see anything else we can do than that either. Yes, Helsley does start a rehab assignment tomorrow, Phantom. We did talk about that pregame. You were late. But, yeah, my prediction for Helsley is 2 to 3 appearances and probably start the clock at 1 week. for him to return to the team, make 2 or 3 appearances over that week, and get back on this team. Maybe 8 days, 9 days, but no more than a week and a half, I would think. Assuming no setbacks, of course. Folks, we got to 5,000 subscribers, and we did it with a comprehensive win tonight without a whole lot of, blood pressure rising. I mean, the Orioles didn't play mistake-free tonight. There were more base-running mistakes made. When you score a lot of runs and your pitching is fantastic and you win by 5, it's easy to overlook those base running mistakes. But we play a lot of close games that we can't afford to make those sort of mistakes, especially multiple times. We got to work on that. I don't mind being aggressive. But I treat base running aggressiveness much the way I treat playing poker, which is to be tight aggressive. You can't just be balls out, always aggressive, because you are going to get caught and you're going to make some stupid outs on the bases. There are times where the risk of getting that extra base just isn't worth the reward. So you play tight aggressive. If you play tight aggressive in poker, you sit there and you fold a lot of hands before you see a flop. You don't throw any money in there unless you're in the blind or whatever. You see a hand, you get like Jack 9 off suit. You're like, no, I'm going to wait. A lot of people might play Jack 9 off suit, but I'm not going to. I'm going to play tight until I get something I like. And then when you want to make your move, then you play aggressive. You feel me? You got to pick your spots. Pick your spots to be aggressive. And that's how you catch everybody else off guard. Because I'm telling you now, folks, if you play poker, if you play tight aggressive, what you do is you build a reputation of saying, well, basically, I'm not going to get into a hand unless I've got a monster because I'm constantly folding. So what you do is once you commit to playing that hand, even if you don't hit on that flop, you still play it aggressive. You still bet out like you've got the better hand. And more often than not, the other team, I'm trying to use an analogy here, the other players at the table, they will fold to you. They will believe you've got the goods. Maybe it's not the best analogy. Maybe I'm just, dying to get back into playing poker again. It's been a long time. But that's kind of the point I'm trying to make, is that you can't, if you sit down at a poker table and you're the sort of schmuck that sits there and raises pre-flop every hand, you're going to get caught. And you're going to get taken down by a good player like me, who will just sit there and wait for the spot to strike. I can wait. I got all day. Anyway, I should tell you a story sometime. Back in my mid to late 20s, there was a couple of years there. That was back in the mid 2000s when poker was super huge. ESPN, World Series of Poker, all these top players becoming like household names. And, the poker community exploded. Online poker was all the rage when you could bet with money. And I had a roommate at the time, a guy you guys know here in the Charm City chat known as David in France. We became roommates in my early 20s. We played a lot of poker. He taught me a lot about the game. I started going to like elk lodges and what have you, like whatever places I can go and play a game. And then eventually I started realizing, hey, I'm pretty good at this. Went up and hit Atlantic City a couple of times. Came away with more money than I arrived with. And then I said to myself, because somebody had told me how they had played a casino on a cruise ship. And around that same time, this is around like Hurricane Katrina, I want to say. I remember that was in the news. And like the Seahawks, I think, were playing the Super Bowl against the Steelers because I remember that was on TV. But I took this first cruise with my father. We left from like Charleston, South Carolina, and headed down to like a few ports, Mexico and the Caribbean. And they had a casino there on the cruise ship. And I basically spent my entire like 5-day trip sitting at the poker table and just fleecing everybody that sat down at the table with me. And boy, did I enjoy myself. So I took my winnings and I invested it in a cruise ship. Basically what happened was I became a professional cruise ship gambler. And I know I talk about gambling on here, but folks, playing poker is a lot different than sports betting, okay? Even any other casino game, I don't play because you're playing against the house and the house wins. You're playing against other people. You're just giving up a little percentage to the house to play. I'll play that game. So yeah, I basically made a couple of years out of just going on cruises, paying for it with my cruise casino, my poker winnings, and then hopping on the next cruise and playing more poker. That was probably from like 07 to 09 or something like that. No, because 08 would have been the crash. This had to have been like 06 to 07 when that happened. That's 20 years ago. I'm old. Why am I reminiscing with you folks? I don't know. It's time to go. I hope you enjoyed the game tonight. I guess I'm just still basking in the glow of 5,000 subscribers tonight. Thanks so much for helping me get there, folks. Let me see who's streaming right now. Obviously, if JJ's on, I need to send you his way because he did everything he could to help get over the hump here tonight. I don't care if he's doing a post-game show. I'm sending you to JJ. That's right. Phillies Blue Jays. That can't be correct. What is JJ up to? Hold on. Hold the phone. I'm going into the back rooms of YouTube. Well, I might be sending you to Rising Rhino. No, it says JJ's got people watching. Oh, Phillies Jays is a game. What am I talking about? I'm an idiot. Top of the 7th. Phillies 6, Jays 1. You're going to JJ. You are going to JJ, folks. I can't read the room correctly. Folks, sending you now to live with play-by-play with JJ. Why does it say something's wrong, though? I feel all right, hold on one more time. Because I stick that link in, and it's showing me a runtime of 4 hours like it's over. Where are you, JJ? You're confusing the hell out of me. Let's get the definite link in here. There you are. Okay. Come over here. Pop this in here. And there it is. Okay. That's the one. Folks, thank you again so much, everybody, for doing their part in helping to get the channel up to 5,000 subscribers tonight. It really is a major milestone. It really does show that this channel has some legs, that this is a legit community with room to grow even more. I want to double this thing to 10,000 over the next couple of seasons, I would hope. And if we can do that, then we're good to go for the rest of my days. 10,000 would probably be the point where I can say, you know what? I can live off of this. This is like not just scrape by, but actually, you know, maybe take an occasional trip, maybe go see a show, go out and have fun once in a while, buy some new clothes that I desperately need. Once we get up to a number like that, maybe a slightly larger room even. But There is a downside to all this, folks, and that is, will baseball be here next season? We're going to have to wait and see. And even if it is, the status of your humble host here, living over here in Thailand, is going to be up in the air at the end of the 2026 calendar year. I might have to be on the move and trying to run a channel from places unknown. Things are going to get a little strange, maybe. Don't know. I'll let you know whatever I know as soon as I do, okay? Sorry for all this vague crap. I should have just signed off 10 minutes ago. Thanks, everybody. I'm going to go now. Say hi to JJ. I'm going to pop in there and say hello. You guys are the best. See you tomorrow for Game 4. Let's split this damn thing. What do you say? Until tomorrow, folks, this has been the BirdWatcher. And I will chirp at you later. Final score, Orioles 7, Mariners 2. See you later.